My most successful videos on YouTube so far have been the ones that I've created from the purity of my heart, where I just told my story. As you can tell, I've always been drawn to the camera ever since I was young. And I want to film it. But I keep thinking, okay, well, I'm going to film it and I'm going to love it and I'm going to enjoy it because it's my passion. But then what? I said, God, am I really supposed to quit? I'm ready, but I'm not ready, you know? It's amazing to me that still today, 4 years later, I'm still recognized as that girl who was shown on Peter McKinnon's channel. So many people say, hey, you're that one who was on Peter's channel. And within the years, there's been a few times where I'm like, I don't know if I like that anymore. It kind of feels like that moment where you peaked in high school and that's all that anybody remembers you for. Like that person that just consistently talks about the state championship that they won 40 years ago. But I think that's a totally wrong mindset. Because I've been reflecting lately, and if I look back at 2020 Jordyn, I don't have a single doubt of the motivation in my heart during that time. That version of Jordyn had just a genuine joy to create something. And I know that at that time, I wanted nothing more than to serve the Lord and serve others with my creativity. I had no expectations for if something would perform well or do well. I just wanted to create. And I wanted to share my story, and I wanted to share that with others in hopes that maybe it would inspire them. And as I've been reflecting, I miss that Jordyn. I miss that version of myself. And now I don't really want to go back to 2020 Jordyn because I love the growth that I've had over the past 4 years. But I don't like the piece of her that I've left behind at times. It's always good to come back to that genuine place of why is it that I do what I do? And it still remains that same passion that led me back then in 2020, that led to me winning that video, still remains in me today. It just sometimes gets a little lost. And that passion is to serve the Lord with this gift that He's given me in creativity and videography. And this passion He's given me to serve others, to serve you, the one watching this. I just really love this craft. And admittedly, I think at times throughout the past few years, I've thought, well, dang, I've got to make money. And so I've spent most of my time in freelance work, which I think is also very valuable, and I've loved serving all of the clients that I have there. But I've always missed this, like creating just out of the purity of my heart, whatever comes out of me and the story that I have. And the most fulfilling thing I've done over these past 4 years has come from honestly online and getting to meet other creators and mentoring you guys and teaching you guys and helping you get out of the dang mindsets that we have as creatives that hold us back. I consistently come against creatives who are so gifted and have such valuable things to share, and they just don't believe that they have something good. And that breaks my heart. Like, I just want to eradicate that. But you know, it's part of life and it's okay. And we have mindsets that bring us down, and sometimes the struggles of those mindsets actually create the most beautiful stories. And so it's okay that it's there, but the whole goal of me being here is that I want to encourage creatives to push through that mindset. We don't have to drop the mindset, but we can push through the mindset. And what's been so beautiful as a result of 2020 Jordyn putting that video out, having tons of subscribers, which I don't like ever using the word subscribers. Like, as a subscriber, it's you, it's the individual who chooses to follow and watch my videos. Thank you for that. Having you guys come my way and then getting to mentor some of you who have chosen to take the extra step to actually interact with me more personally, and then creating an online community that has genuinely become a family. It's unreal. I sit here and I realize that, like, I'm just so blessed. This life is so good. And the times that I'm in my head and the times that I'm like, oh, I want to pursue YouTube, but how the heck am I gonna make money? How the heck am I gonna support myself? How can I just serve people without having to worry about providing for myself financially? I just kind of don't care about those worries, at least in this moment. Trust me, I'm human, and those worries come back and they're stressful at times. But like in this moment, like I realize at the end of my life, I would have rather created to inspire and serve than to have made more money. Now, don't get me wrong, it's going to be really awesome if somehow I can pair those two so that I don't have to consistently try different avenues to make money. But that's not the point. The point is, I was like thinking about this today. I was thinking about if I have a future family, if one day I'm blessed with children, what kind of videos do I hope that they would be so proud of their mom for making? That when they're teenagers and they're struggling, that they, and maybe even when they're older and I'm gone and I'm no longer on this earth, that they could watch the videos that I've created, this archive of things that could either be really embarrassing, like what the heck did mom do when she was younger, or it could be like, wow, mom still is talking to me today with love and sincerity, and she showed up genuinely to the things that she was pursuing. Like, I'd rather that. I would rather that. So, I'm here to serve and to create. And I honestly am gonna just walk by faith. Like, I consistently sit down and I try to think about strategies and what videos do I want to make, and I have the same problems you do. I fall into burnout and decision fatigue on what direction to head, and I don't know, like there's so much information out there, there's so much noise, and some of it's really valuable. I am not going to discount that you can run a very successful business online, and there's tons of resources and tools for you to do that well. But the more I reflect on myself, the more I realize, like, even though I love business and business is really fun, that's not my ultimate goal, that's not my ultimate passion. I would just so much rather love people than seek money or seek a successful business. So, however that turns out to be in this YouTube channel, I'm going to continue to pursue that. And I'm telling you guys, if you follow along this journey, I want to be consistent so bad. Like, I want to consistently show up with a ton of ideas and invite you into my creative process and my videos and my storytelling, and I'm gonna keep trying. So the more you stick with me, I'm gonna keep showing up the best I can. And I am choosing today to get out of my head about the times that I fail on my goal of consistency, and trust that human to human, you're gonna see me as a human who's doing my best here to show up. And I don't say that in any sort of apology or anything for when I don't show up. Like, the people in my direct life, my local life, when my health isn't doing well or when other things need more of my attention, I'm gonna put my focus there. And I'm gonna have a good list of priorities that align with the values of how I can best serve the people around me in my direct life, or when that's covered because other things are covered and I can show up here more consistently, I'm gonna come here more consistently and serve the best I can. The thing is, I truly mean it when I say I just think I need to walk by faith and enter this YouTube space and get out of my own head of feeling like if I don't show up every week, it's a failure. Like, this happens to me. I honestly have these thoughts sometimes, and the truth is I don't need advice. I mean, you can give it if you want in the comments. I feel like I'm in a good headspace. I'm just expressing this to you so you can understand that I'm just like you in some of the struggles. I mean, not totally just like you because we got different personalities, but I know there's people who probably will resonate with me pretty strongly, and there's others of you who will resonate with different parts of me. That's just the cool thing about humanity, how we can relate to each other in different various struggles depending on the season of life we're in. But yeah, I just think I don't want to overthink this YouTube channel and show up as authentically as I can. And you know what's funny is I have this like temptation right now, and I'm just gonna say this out loud. I have this temptation to re-say what I just said and try again to see if I can articulate it better or quicker or more concisely, the same thing as quicker, for the viewer to, I don't know, you know, not have to see me process through my thoughts so live. But I just think I'm not actually gonna redo it, and I'm gonna just like show you my true authentic self. And I think some of you will appreciate that. So here's my first take. I'm sure there will be cuts in here because I know I stumbled on some of my words, but this is me. And this is the real me, and I'm going to show up as the real me. Some of the ideas I have for this channel is to do like creative process videos because I've heard that that's like super valuable for you guys, so I would love to do that. I'm even considering maybe even doing some spec work for myself, like some spec ads, just to like explore different parts of my filmmaking and my creativity. I think that would be a lot of fun, and then show you the behind the scenes and the creative process of that. And then I really do love doing my storytelling videos, and I'm going to be doing more of that. And yeah. So that's what you can expect from me. And then more, because I'm sure it's going to shift and change. The point is, I have at times avoided pursuing YouTube. Like, if you go back, if you've been following me since I brought that up at the beginning, and you saw me, I said this sentence, and there's this thing, but I kept coming up against this thing that I want to ignore, and frankly, I have for a few months, but I can't. And that thing, to me, was pursuing YouTube. And I have had, I can't even tell you, just like countless people. I honestly think it might not be in the hundreds, but it's definitely like a lot of people have come up to me and they've told me like, Jordyn, don't stop your storytelling. Don't stop making videos. You have something there, and like keep going. Like strangers tell me this, and people who aren't strangers but are like one-off acquaintances. And to me, those are sometimes the most impactful, because like the one-off acquaintance is someone who like sort of knows me and has chosen to be bold enough to be like, I know I don't know you that well, but keep doing that. So yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stop that there. I'm gonna just end this here and just say, hi. I'm Jordyn. I'm a filmmaker. And I'm here to invite you into my genuine reality and process as I learn to live this life as a filmmaker who wants to serve you. And I'm gonna just walk by faith, trust that the Lord's gonna continue to guide me to do this well, and to do this out of love first, and not out of anything that is seeking to build me up, but rather build you up and build the Lord up. He doesn't need my help, but he's kind enough to let me live this life that, I don't know, can hopefully inspire you in some way. Alright, well thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. Quite the moody look. Well, that wasn't the goal, but what do I do now? So as I was letting all of the fog get out, I just spent all this time sweeping spider webs out of my garage. And I'm highly confident I got a spider in my hair. That's the true behind the scenes.